No, she did not. That is not what happened.
Pushed him back.
That is not what happened.
Fuck.
Okay?
What?
Hold on a second.
Give me your contact information right
No,
now.
I'm going to give you time to speak to you.
Hey.
That's what I'm
I'll
going to
speak to
do.
you after.
We got you.
No.
We got you.
You're
okay.
I don't have to.
You're okay. You're okay. You're gonna be okay.
I'm a federal officer. We're here checking on something. We have the right to check. I'm
Can I
giving
see a
you.
warrant?
I'm not resisting. Stop resisting. You harboring rioters in the office. So there's not a problem. Let's walk inside. Let's walk through.
For what?
Let me see what's in here.
That's what it's your office.
Let's go. Come on. Come on.
You need to stay and
Hold it there.
get away from me.
Hold it there.
Congressman, you have a situation you're also dealing with that I wanted to ask you about, of course. I'm going to play the video that we have obtained for our viewers while I describe the situation. This happened last week. Federal officers with DHS were seen going into your district office in New York. They handcuffed and detained one of your aides for a period of time. And according to DHS in the statement that they put out, it says that the agents entered because they were told protesters were in your office and that they were concerned for the safety of your staff. When they arrived, the quote from DHS is, one individual became verbally confrontational and physically blocked access to the office. And the person was detained so the officers could conduct their check and then were released. What is your view of what happened?
Well, my view of what happened is outrageous. My first concern was for the safety of my staff member, and I didn't say anything. I decided to speak out after the DHS released their misleading and frankly lying story about what happened. DHS was upset that some of my staff members were watching them grab immigrants emerging from an immigration court in the same building a floor below. And they were upset that my staff invited some of the observers up to my office. They then came up to the office and demanded entrance. One of my staff members said, "You can't come in here, you need a warrant." They said, "No, we don't need a warrant," which is incorrect. And they barged in, and in barging in, one of the officers, a very big, heavy-set fellow, pushed my aide, a very petite young woman, and they then said that she pushed back, and they shackled her and took her downstairs. And she was obviously traumatized. Now, the fact is that this was totally unacceptable. The tactics were totally unacceptable, and they needed the warrant. And my office is a congressional office. It's a completely separate branch of government, a co-equal branch of government with the executive for which they work, and they had no right to come in. They had no right to disregard the co-equal branch of government, which is to say, Congress. So I am demanding, I'm asking for an investigation. I'm communicating with Jim Jordan, the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, demanding an investigation of this incident, generally of ICE tactics, which are frankly very threatening to
Congressman, have
to
you
liberty.
reached out to the Secretary? I mean, as you know, the ranking member in Judiciary, one of the senior member in the House, you have access to reaching out to the Department of Homeland Security in ways that an average individual does not. Have you reached out to the Secretary? Have you heard anything? Have you heard anything
I have
back?
No, I have not reached out yet. The young woman was after I showed up on the scene and spoke to the DHS people. They then unshackled her and let her go. So I felt no need to talk to the Secretary. Now, I do feel a need to have a congressional investigation, and that's why I'm asking Jim Jordan to hold an investigation, a hearing, a committee hearing, and to that committee hearing, I assume we'll invite the Secretary.
Real quick, has Jim Jordan said he will?
We haven't asked him yet. We're writing a letter now.
Got it. We'll follow up on that. Congressman, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you for your time. John.
You're quite welcome.
No, she did not. That is not what happened.
Pushed him back.
That is not what happened.
Fuck.
Okay?
What?
Hold on a second.
Give me your contact information right
No,
now.
I'm gonna give you something to speak to you.
Hey,
That's what I'm
I'll
gonna
speak
do.
to you after.
we got you.
No.
I got you.
You're
okay.
Away from me.
I don't have to.
You're okay. You're
This
okay.
is not your
You're
office.
gonna be
I'm
okay.
I'm a federal officer. We're here checking on something. We have the right to check. I'm
Can I
giving
see a
you.
warrant?
I'm not resisting. Stop resisting. You harboring rioters in the office. So there's not a problem. Let's walk inside. Let's walk through.
For what?
Let me see what's in here.
Oh, so it's your office?
Let's go. Come on. Come on.
You need to stay in
Hold it there.
Get away from me.
Hold it there.
We got the most secure border in the history of this nation right now because of President Trump and his leadership. President Trump's a game changer. Like him or love him, no one's been more successful in securing the border than President Trump. Unprecedented success. But right now, we're seeking the millions of illegal aliens in this country illegally, many of them public safety threats that the Biden administration released in the country without proper vetting. Look, I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of angel moms and dads, which is, you had this discussion before. Why do I take this job so seriously? Why do I get emotional and lose my temper in front of Congress or on news stations? Because I'm sick and tired of meeting angel moms and dads who buried their children because they were killed by illegal aliens that shouldn't be here. Under Biden administration, we have proven that they released public safety threats into the community, knowing they were a public safety threat. Secretary Mayorkas stood on TV how many times saying everybody's property vetted before they're released, and we found out that wasn't true. Men and women of the Border Patrol had one instruction: process quick, release quick, because there's no overcrowding here, there's nothing to see, and there's no border issue. So these people were processed so quickly, they can't possibly run their criminal history. Plus we don't have access to criminal history of people from Venezuela and El Salvador and these other countries. So Secretary Mayorkas lied to the American people, the Biden administration lied to American people, and we're trying to fix the problem. There are a lot of public safety threats in this country. 600,000, an estimate right now, 600,000 illegal aliens with criminal convictions walking the streets of this country. That's why we need this big, beautiful bill passed, so we can put the resources out there in the streets to take these people off the streets and deport them to this country just as soon as we can.
On that bill.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.